Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome to another video. Today we're going to get started on the SH Figuarts Kamen Rider Eden. Yeah, this bad boy is super duper nice, super sleek, super clean, and one of the best villains you'll get in a movie. That last part is quite subjective, but it was saying it. It sounded cool. But anyway, let's talk about this cool ass design. Eden looks immaculate and beautiful and super duper evil. So if you don't know what Kamen Rider is, but you thought that this looks really cool, that is the point. It drove you here because something as cool as this doesn't go unnoticed. So let's get started. Articulation wise and look wise, this thing is phenomenal. The 01 stuff has been A1 in my opinion, and this kind of drives it home about how much cooler it is. Like, designs like this are both unique and similar, and it's something about it that just drives it home visually that makes it so stunning, right? So we have our horns at the end that kind of reminisce with the helmet, and it does not impede on any of the articulation. Like, as you see, he can tuck his head pretty much into his chest. He can look up, he can tilt sideways. Like, you have an excellent amount of movement now that there is no collar in the way to prevent him from being super evil, right? Our shoulder pads can drop down on our arms. And the one thing I got to say about mine that I've been having lately is that these super tight ball joints. So I gave it a little bit of shock oil, but as you can see, you can rotate your arms around, looking really cool. But you get to a certain point where the ball joint drops, right? And in connecting it, it kind of hinders our arms. So as you can see, I can get about this high, which is cool, but rotating it around, you clearly see that you can get way more articulation, but my shoulder pad drops on a weird ball joint part. I don't know what that is about it parting a certain way. I'm assuming it's because the ball joint doesn't drop a little bit closer that it's causing this, but it does hinder my T pose. So I can only get so much T out of my pose. So I'm only going to get about this far, which is about not as much as I would like to, but it does work really well otherwise. So we have our double joint with our arm. We have our bicep swivel. We have our standard SHF peg joint. And like I said, it sucks for me because I want to get way more range, but it does have a really nice range. But considering this is a movie rider, I'm guessing they're going to say it was one of those things where they just kind of overlooked it. But design-wise, I like it. Normally, 90% of the times, our shoulders can look up a little bit better. So I'm a little bummed out by that. As far as our ab control and our ab crunch, as you can see, we can rotate around. We don't have a really nice, crazy forward dip. And that's because our armor is V-shaped, so it's going to get in the way. But we can tilt side to side very easily, right? So looking and doing cool poses like this, as you can see, you can semi-dab. We have a drop-down technique for our legs. We do have a shoulder plate armor here that can rotate outward, which will prevent you from getting in the way of your own stuff. So you can see here, you can rotate your leg all the way up, looking real clean and real nice. Even if you rotate it back, as you can see, you can hit that point for a running pose, looking real good. So let's tilt our head up. Yeah, look at that. That's clean. Let's rotate this arm back to hit our running pose a lot better. Yeah, there we go. That's clean, yo. Like I said, design-wise, I'm bummed out about the shoulders, but they made sure everything else was spot on like a mauve. So as you can see, we can rotate out with our thigh swivel. We can rotate inward as well. Let's see about how we do with certain movement like crouching and cool rider poses, right? That's one thing we worry about, right? Ooh, oh, wow. Didn't even notice that. We can rotate outward. So, oh, wow. We can rotate outward to kind of prevent us from ruining our figure so we can hit crouching poses. Wow. Wow. Didn't know that. I was worried about that. Thinking to myself, you know, it's not going to work out this way. But boom. NBA Jam. Boom shakalaka. Look at that. This is amazing. I really didn't know, so I opened it, jumped out the box, added a little bit of silicone shock oil. But yeah, this is dope. So that means when we do like rider kicks, we can separate ourselves out of the way, like armor-wise, to prevent us from hurting or breaking any plating, right? And then we can put it back in front so it can look clean. Look at that. Our ankle pivot is beautiful and immaculate. Rotates all the way around. We can rotate inward. There's a toe pivot. We can even rotate backwards. So that means getting upward kick poses is going to be A1. Like, let's see. Let's test it out, right? Let's rotate this down. Let's rotate our foot out and then come back up. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. That means we can actually, oh, this is beautiful. So Eden has moved up my list from really nice to, ooh, by golly. So I'm super excited about this guy. We can actually remove our progress key, I was about to say rider key, from our belt as well. And we can wiggle our belt around just a little bit, having a little bit more room. So for the Eden driver. And now we're going to, because I've had a good time posing, and we're going to now jump into accessories, right? So let's do that. Let's pose them up, make them look real good. And now we're going to talk about our accessories. So you will get 1,000 jacker with jacks moves from people. And this is what he used in the movie as well. You will get the extension piece to allow you to extend to do the finisher. Let me just rotate this till it swivels in. It's like a USB drive. You just don't know which way it goes in, right? So you can have that. You also get the Lucifer key to plug into the 1,000 jacker, as well as the timer from the real-time movie. So now you can actually leave it like the actual one where the timer starts. This is A1 movie stuff. I love this. It's like, hey, we're going to include that bonus part that we didn't have before, but we're going to make it now. And that's really nice. Let's put our 1,000 jacker piece back in. Yeah. And for hands, we will get one pointing hand of judgment, because you got to judge your people. Well, obviously the good guy, because you're going to say, you know, I don't want to spoil it because the DVD is going to, it went up for pre-order, and I don't want to spoil that. You will get 2 open action hands. One specifically for choking. This one's a little bit wider, so you can choke out 0-1. You're going to get a little bit more relaxed hand to match this one. Sorry. These 2 are going to be the ones that match. This one is your open action choking hand. And then you're going to get 2 hands for holding the 1,000 jacker, as well as other items if you want. Like if you want to steal an item from him. So yes, Eden is pretty simple and cool. And Eden does glow in the black light. For some odd reason, I don't know what I did with my black light bulb. So I can't do it right now. But I'll try to get it at the end. Like I'm gonna look for it after this video. But he does glow in the black light as well. And it's not nighttime yet, so you wouldn't be able to see much. But what we are going to do is we're going to take the time and we're going to jump into size comparisons with other Figuarts and things like that and other lines. So let's do it. All right, guys, size comparison time. Let's etch out that head a little bit. We're going to even it out, make Eden look really good. And we're going to compare it to some stuff. I have a few things in front of me. Let's go with 01. I'm going to choose Metal Cluster Hopper, because we don't have a 02 figure yet. This is where I'd put my 02 if I had one. I like that meme. So here we are with Metal Cluster Hopper and Eden, looking really good. I also chose you Shining Hopper as well. Right? Shining Hopper is one of my favorite forms. Oh, I love this form. So we see how Shining Hopper looks with these guys. Ah, I love these 2. Let's remove these guys. And let's do Valkyrie and Vulcan up next. Right? So here's Valkyrie. So we can see the smaller figures of Valkyrie. Ooh, let's fix that. Come on, girls. Let's get those ankles flat. And then we're going to use Vulcan. The guns fell off right off camera, so I'm just going to leave them there for now. Here we go. Vulcan is best boy. So here these guys go next to Eden, looking really good. Let's move these guys to the side, right? And then now we're going to use Saber, because Saber is a larger SHF, starting that new Saber line. So you can see how he kind of stacks up with Eden. And as you can see, Saber is a much taller figure. Like, seriously. It's crazy how much bigger the Saber stuff is. And I'm hoping when we get the refights, we either keep it with Saber height going forward, but please don't revert, because I really like the much bigger stature of these guys. They look really good. So I want to keep it like that. Next up, we're going to compare with some other stuff. So let's choose SHF Kamen Rider Kuga. So we can see, let's actually push Kuga's waist down so we can show his true height. We can see he actually stands close, if not a little bit shorter than Eden, right? Then we'll do a Lightning Collection White Ranger on the domestic side. There we go. We'll do an Articulated Icons Mr. Karate, aka Ninja Man, right? We'll do a G.I. Joe figure, and I'll choose my Viper. So here we are with a Viper. Oop, backpack fell off, so let's just leave that there. So here we are with a Viper. And as you can see, the SHF stuff is going to be the smallest of the small guys, right? Then we'll do a Mezco Me with a 796 Studios head and a Strupp family hoodie. Then we'll do, who can we do next? Oh, yeah. I don't know who I have next. Oh, here we are. Mythic Legions Vorthok. It's a big boy. And I think we have a Marvel Legend somewhere. Actually, I don't know. I don't know what I did with it. He might be getting power drives by Zangief right now. But yeah, this is really nice because even though the SHF is on the smaller side, it's so clean, it's so nice, it looks good. And I'm really, really hoping we get Lucifer now that we are going to get Hellhopper as the Tamashii Nations exclusive, which I'm hoping I can score one, so that'll be cool. In the meantime, I hope that you guys have enjoyed this, kept it pretty simple and pretty nice for you guys. I'm gonna try to find that blacklight bulb so we can show off that blacklight bulb here with the glowing. When I wait till it gets nighttime so I can finish that up. And please, I hope you're doing well. Hope you're staying out of trouble for real. Hope you're watching all the cool videos. But please, as always, be good, do good, drink your water, guys. Later. Just want to add in that I was wrong about the blacklight on Eden. Only his belt glows under blacklight. Unlike 01, as you can see here, glowing under blacklight. So, just wanted to add that in. I fucked up, y'all, so that's on me. But here you go. Later.